So, Lego.
Yeah.
What's that up about? What's up with that, Joe?
Okay,
what's up with that?
Look, as a kid, I'm sure everyone had that, like, you know, Lego bucket, Lego collection, as did I. You know, I loved playing with Legos as a kid. And then when I got older, I realized, oh, there are Lego boxes for adults. like massive Legos collections for adults.
All Legos. Well, you know, I think most Legos are for every age. And
Yeah.
then there are some that are more catered towards kids.
And then there are ones where it's just like there's a couple of boxes that I bought which like straight up just say 18 plus. And I was just like, oh, okay.
What are you building, titties?
Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm like, it's a bit of a weird like way to advertise it, but like, yeah, because like, you know, growing up, I loved like building Legos and like, did you guys ever have like these things called Mechanos?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, like it's basically like it's like Lego except they're metallic pieces and you use like nuts and bolts and screws to like put everything together.
More gears and
and like you can add electronics to it and stuff like that. It's basically like Hasbro's My First Robotics.
I watched that guy on YouTube who builds Lego machines. He's like, how many gears can I add to this system? And then he's like, I'm going to make an underwater car of Lego. And you're like, okay. That's sick.
Yeah, just shit like that. So it's like, and Japan as well has like a bunch of Lego stores all over, and there's one kind of near my house, and like I would go into it every now and then just to be like, oh, I wonder how Lego has evolved. And then I went in and I saw like a bunch of like really fucking sick Lego pieces that I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna go back to my childhood and just like build a bunch of Legos just to see what it's like. And it's I've kind of used it as my form of meditation this year of just just playing some music or like putting on a show on TV and just like sitting down and just building a Lego.
This man will do anything but watch anime.
It's fun as fuck. I mean, to be fair, I watched Hell's Paradise while building Legos.
Okay, so give me what were your top 3 Lego sets?
Top 3 Lego sets? Okay, so the one I recently finished was, you know the giant wave painting by Katsushika Hokusai? Like, the Japanese painting?
That's one,
Pete gave this one away in my charity auction.
Yeah. So it's that, like the Lego set of that.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like this like really cool, it creates this really cool 3D Lego painting. And you can like actually, they built it so that you can actually hang it up on the wall. So we have it hung up on our wall, and it actually looks kind of dope. The coolest one by far, though, is I built a fully functioning Pac-Man arcade machine out of Legos.
Oh, that's sick!
What? Yeah,
what?
So I'll see.
Can we pull this up?
Yeah, pull it up.
And I'll send a video to Moon as well to put in the episode. But basically, you can build this. It stands about this tall. And it's this fully operating, I say fully operating, but like there's a lot of moving parts to it. But like instead of actually like playing on the arcade, like with the joystick and whatever, there's a crank on the side and the actual screen, you can actually move around the Pac-Man and all of the, this thing. So I built this.
Oh, sick.
And the top part has like the Pac-Man logo, which you can like press a button and it flips around.
Wait, so is it like an actual screen in a game?
No. So all of this is like built out of Legos.
What? Can I see a video? Can we go on a video? I want to see how this works.
And so basically it's made to look like a screen, but what it is that it's these individual like Pac-Man Lego pieces that are on a little chain.
I had no idea that Lego went this intricate.
They're going ham, bro.
Yeah.
Have they already stopped selling this? Because I already saw resale prices for like $500.
I don't know actually. But yeah, this is the exact one I bought.
Holy shit.
And Aki bought this for me for my birthday. And
can you skip ahead, see where he's playing?
So that little crank on the side there, you can crank it, and all of the inside like pieces, like the Pac-Mans and the Ghosts, they kind of move around on a chain.
How does that
work?
And you build all of that from scratch. I think this took me about 2 full days to make.
That's insane.
Yeah,
can
it's
you
really
skip ahead to when he's playing with it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can like press buttons, lights turn on. You can move the joysticks around, stuff like that. Yeah, so like those individual like pellets and stuff like that, you have to punch them all in, and then by spinning the thing, it moves the pieces around to make it look like it's actually like moving and functioning.
So it doesn't actually, obviously it can't like actually play a game, but it can.
Oh yeah, so go to the most replay pod there. Yeah, so it's like that.
Wait, that's actually sick. Wait, that's so sick.
Yeah, right? It's fucking cool.
Wait, but he can't get the pellets, right?
No. You have to attach them to the chains.
It just...
And there's
like
machines
emulates.
But that way, that's so sick though. The fact that it even like can like emulate.
Yeah, right?
The only thing that stresses me out about Lego, and I'm sure you might have been dealing with this conundrum, is where the fuck do I put all this shit when I'm done? Because like you run out of room fast with Lego. Because Lego's big.
Yeah.
Especially those kind of sets.
You just need to have like a room dedicated to just Lego.
Yeah, I've just kind of put.
This is why every guy needs a like a man closet, you know? Just
Japan does not allow the man cave.
I
to
know
exist.
it doesn't, Connor.
We don't live in rural Ohio, Garm, where I have 15 spare rooms, okay?
That's why when you fucking reach your 40s or whatever, you go into like the countryside and you get a basement you build a basement where you just build shit, and it's just where it's the place where shit just accumulates.
Yeah,
right.
So all of my Lego stuff I put on the same shelf as all my Gunplas. So it's just like I have a dedicated
you are the same.
Yeah, I have a dedicated shelf of like this is the shit I made.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
I love Gunpla, but I think the one thing that Lego has just done amazingly is not requiring tools. Like you can build so many things without tools, or if they. If you do need tools, it's
my biggest problem with Gunpla is
you need a fucking like John Wick-esque toolkit you got to wrap out. And
you don't necessarily need to. All you really need is a pair of nippers. That's it.
Yeah, I know.
But if you want to go like full like
try hard,
you got to get like the paint out. You got to get the fucking fiddly little stickers.
You got to get the sandpaper as well.
The sandpaper as well, and that is just way too much craftsmanship for me.
But like the cool thing is that like with the Hokusai painting I made, because that is like pretty just looks nice. And you can put it on the wall. We've like started dedicating a little area of our house to like kind of turn into like an old Japanese style thing. So another one I built, it's not a Lego necessarily, it's like nano blocks, which is like a smaller version of Legos, but I built a bonsai out of that. So I just placed the bonsai next to the painting and it just looks nice. It like actually matches the theme. And there's another one where it's like a full Japanese garden, which Aki really wants me to make to like match that aesthetic.
You're gonna be the Lego guy soon.
I already am. Like
the Lego man.
But yeah, like it just made me realize like, I fucking miss just like, mindlessly just like making some cool shit. And like, again, it's been like a great way to just kind of like turn off from everything and just like meditate almost.
Right.
So yeah, if you're an adult, go get some Legos. It's good fun. Let's see, what else do we have? I mean, obviously top left, Tears of the Kingdom. I think we talked about that on an episode.
Did we?
I think I did. I don't know, but
did you enjoy it that much?
I played the fuck out of this game, bro. I don't know if this is a hot take. I think it's better than Breath of the Wild.
I think it looked. Again, I've played like 1 hour of this game.
Yeah.
I felt like I booted it up and I was like, oh shit, it's just fucking Breath of the Wild.
Right. When you start off, for sure.
Yeah.
Because it's the exact same map.
Yeah, and then it's like they add the Banjo-Kazooie-esque thing.
Banjo-Kazooie
Nuts and bolts. They had the
where you build your own shit.
That's just Lego again.
Yeah, true.
It's just Lego, yeah.
That's just Joey went from playing Lego in real life to Lego virtually.
I don't know. I kind of was really excited for them to kind of hopefully go in a bit of a different direction almost.
I think they did though, because what I thought was kind of genius was the fact that yes, the main map of Hyrule is pretty much exactly the same as Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
But because they add completely new power-ups now, the way to traverse this like familiar land becomes completely new to you.
Yeah.
And also like with the Sky Islands, which is like a whole new area, and also the full underground as well.
Do you want to know what put me off into playing this already? It's the underground section, man.
Why?
I don't know. It just, sometimes you look at a video game and there are some levels that you really vibe with and really like, and then sometimes you just get through a level even though you fucking hated it.
Yeah.
That's just me with underground level and cave levels. I
love cave levels.
You love cave levels?
Yeah,
I hate it, man.
It's so rare you can make like gamers lose any sense of direction.
Yeah.
And caves are so
I
easy.
hate that so much.
But that's like, you can't get that anywhere else, right? Like, I don't want to go fucking caving in real life, but I would like to.
Tears of the Kingdom did that to the T as well, because when you go into the underground first, it is pitch black.
Oh my
It's
God,
like-
that's everything I hate.
So you just have to like blindly traverse.
And you're like 11 years old and you're like, I can get through this Pokemon cave without Flash.
Yeah.
And then you start like the biggest mistake of your life and it's terrifying because you're like, I might not ever get out of here. Like I love trying to recreate that feeling because you'll never get that feeling ever again.
That Zoom when you realize
you're too smart. You know that you're not going to get in the
Zoom
cave
when you realize you have no escape ropes.
Yeah.
I guess I'm here forever now.
Caving to me,
that dread is amazing.
Caving to me in a video game is just anxiety simulator.
I love that.
And I fucking hate that. Oh my God.
Now, I prefer that because I rather experience that anxiety in a video game where there are no stakes as opposed to real life. Let
me tell you why. Let me tell you why I hate cave levels in every video game.
Go on.
The completionist in me is just like, okay, I'm going to systematically explore everything in this cave. You take like 5 steps. You're like, okay, here's the wall. I've explored this area. You turn around. You're like, wait, this isn't where I started off. And then you get completely lost. So that little side of me that it says like, I want to completely explore this area.
Yeah.
I just get completely lost and I can't systematically explore the way I like to explore levels.
Okay, so then you might like the way that Tears of the Kingdom does it then, because in Tears of the Kingdom, there are like several holes in the main world where you can like jump into to access different parts of the underground. And at first when you jump in, it's like you look at the map and it's just completely pitch black.
Yeah.
But the way that the game kind of forces you to like navigate and explore it is that like, kind of like with shrines in Breath of the Wild, you'd see something in the distance and you go, oh, that's a place that I can just head towards. And the underground kind of does the same thing. It's not quite shrines, it's like some other thing. But when you get to it, it lights up a certain area surrounding that checkpoint. And so gradually you open up more of the map of the underground. So it's a really ingenious way of like, you know, giving you that sense of dread that Connor was saying, but also giving you like a motivation to step into that dread. Yeah. And I think that's like one thing that Breath of the Wild didn't quite have, because Breath of the Wild is like kind of, you go to a tower and then immediately everything is opened up and then it's just, you know, right for the picking. Yeah, Assassin's Creed style, right? But the underground I thought was like an interesting addition to that, because it's a lot harder than the main.
Did you enjoy it? Did you enjoy the underground section?
I did, actually. I fully completed the map as well, because it actually motivated me to like, I want to see what this entire place looks like.
Yeah, I think the problem I'm having this year with gaming is that even though I'm very fortunate and I can stream games full time, I still don't have enough time to play all the games I want to play.
Yeah.
And like, you look at like some of the best games of this year, a lot of them are fucking long games.
Yeah.
Breath of the Wild is an 80-hour game.
Yep.
Baldur's Gate 3 as well is like hundreds and hundreds of hours.
And it's like, I recognize that Zelda Tears of the Kingdom is probably another absolute banger they've knocked out of the park.
Yeah.
But I was, when I bought the game, I booted it up for an hour and I was like, you know what? These 80 hours, even though people will be like, oh, he plays fucking Suga game or he plays fucking Jump King. It's like, yeah, but like I only lose like 10 hours from doing that, or like, 10 hours here and there. And it's like, I think for me personally, I didn't want to kind of experience a very similar experience to Breath of the Wild, but maybe with a different twist on it.
Yeah.
I felt like I'd kind of got my fill of that and that world. And I was kind of hoping, sorry, spat everywhere. I was kind of hoping for me, I wanted like a kind of a different experience. And when I was looking at the building mechanics in the new worlds, I was like, it doesn't really feel like enough for me to want to get reinvested, sink at least 80 hours into this world and do it all over again.
Yeah.
I was like, I'd rather just spend my time gaming on other stuff this year.
That's fair.
And so, but then if you say that, people are like, oh, you didn't fucking play Zelda, or you're not a real gamer. And it's like, well, okay. Congrats. You wanted
no gamer.
Congrats. You wanted to fucking play.
I mean, you're arguing with a crowd that you can't win against,
No, I mean, listen, Zelda fans are Zelda fans, and it's like telling wine snobs. You're like, maybe I don't want to spend $300 on a wine. Like, what do you mean? It's the best, fanciest wine of all. Everyone agrees it's the best.
Yeah.
It's like, well, maybe it's just not for me. Maybe I just don't want this again. Chill the fuck out.
You know what was a solid game that came out this year that's short as shit, like 10 hours?
What?
Fucking the new Super Mario RPG remake.
Dude, I want to play that.
That game is short as hell. I beat it in a day.
Everyone is complimenting it for being a 10, 12-hour game. Everyone's like, thank fucking God.
Yeah.
I make an RPG game where you cut out all the bullshit.
Yeah.
I feel like we need more of that.
Yeah.
If anything.
We
need more.
I actually forgot how short it was when I beat it. I was like, oh yeah, the original is also this length. It just felt longer because I was a dumb child and I couldn't go through the game as quickly as I can now. But yeah, it's a fucking awesome game. Like, I was debating between putting that there instead of Breath of the Wild, but they're both, you should play that. You can easily do
I
that
really want to do that because I've heard nothing but good things. And again, the main thing I've heard about it is that it cuts out all the grinding and all the dumb shit.
Yep.
And
you literally don't have to grind.
Yeah, which is like, I think... there should be an option where I never have to do a side quest or grind in an RPG. I firmly believe that.
Well, you don't have to do a side quest.
No, I know. But like, I shouldn't have to like...
Also, you don't have to grind if you're gamer enough.
Okay, first of all, some RPGs will just straight up be like, you are nowhere near leveled up for this. You're like, but I've done every mission up until this point.
Yeah, but those RPGs are usually arse aneway.
Yeah, those are normally like the older RPGs now, if anything. I feel like RPGs modern day have gotten better in not making sure you have to grind.
Yeah.
But the annoying part is just the natural getting from point A to point B. you are just going to naturally.
Yeah, I feel modern JRPGs now, they put grinding in as an option for people who can't out-strategize the game. Like normally,
whoa.
No, they can. Like legit. Like, you know, like there's a lot of games, like smaller JRPGs that I played this year that were quite new. And I realized that like I was getting through these games a lot faster, not because they're any easier, but because they made it easier for you to figure out strategically how you can get past these difficult points. Whereas the older JRPGs, your only option was to just be at a higher level because there were less options.
I have a question, completely unrelated to RPGs. Persona, does Persona have grinding?
Persona,
why is it so goddamn long? It's like 200 hours long, right?
Because the story is long.
Yeah.
They need to chill the fuck out.
Dude, Persona 3 remake next year.
Yeah.
Fucking let's go!
I'm so excited.
Let's go!
Yeah, Persona is it's almost, you're gonna hate this. It's almost like a visual novel at some points.
Yeah, that's what I noticed.
So many different mechanics, but it's, you know, the story is presented to you in a like kind of a visual novel form-esque.
It's because, you know, whenever I watch memes or videos about Persona, it's like, it looks so fucking hype. It's so fun, all the menuing, and it's so cool.
Yeah.
And whenever I watch streams, I'd go in, it'd be fucking Resident Sleeper, dude. I'd go in there, it's fucking guy clicking A for 15 hours. And I'm like, something happened. Stop fucking trying to fuck the teacher.
I mean, it does happen. It's just from point A to point B is just a lot.
Yeah, Persona.
I'll talk more about it.
Yeah,
later
Persona is almost like 5 different games in one.
Yeah,
I'd say.
Okay. So Breath of the Wild, not Breath of the Wild, Breath of the Boring, as Pete calls it.
Breath of the Boring.